been a minute, man. It's come full circle, right back to the spot, right back to the same city that I called home for such a long time.
Appreciate you coming back, man.
Yeah, man. Just had to come get cleaned up for the homecoming back to Chicago.
You excited about that, man?
I am, man. I'm definitely excited to be back. All being said, like the time that I had there in Chicago was good, man. The fans were good to me.
So, man, how was the transition from being like kind of like a senior to like the freshman in a new high school? You know, like from a big market to a big market, from Chicago to New York.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, it's kind of exactly that. Like, it's kind of like being a new kid on the block, like moving to a new neighborhood after, you know, living somewhere for a long time, or, you know, like moving away from home for the first time and going to college and meeting new faces, new people. You know, one thing I've always been is optimistic, and before I got to meet the people, you know, and everybody behind the scenes at the new club in New York, you know, I was optimistic about, you know, moving into a different environment. And then, you know, after meeting the coaching staff, the players, you know, the technical staff, you know, the people behind the scenes, it was just.
Did they hate you?
They didn't. Actually, you know what? I did have to sing. I had to sing. I stood up on a chair and sang in preseason. It was cool, man. It was an experience I needed, honestly, like to, you know, breath of fresh air, being in an environment that's a really, you know, a quality environment. So it was different from what I was used to, but in a really good way. And it's a good team. Everybody's driven. You know, the coaching staff is really like technical, individual. They break it down for you and kind of simplify the game and how they want it played. So it's been a good movement. I'm a big believer in, you know, things happen for a reason, and ending up in New York definitely was the best thing to happen to my career.
Well, it was your goal to get back on the national team.
Yeah.
You did that.
I did, man.
What's next? What's next for Sean? I
did.
feel like that's like a really big goal in your field.
You know, the national team was a big goal of mine. You know, national team call-ups don't really come from, you know, just individual success. It's a team success. The team has to be doing well, you know, and that's a big thing for me. And I got called up to the Gold Cup this year, which was something I set out to do from the time that I left Chicago. You know, looking forward, my goals are kind of to one, you know, cement myself, you know, as a mainstay in the national team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then looking beyond that, I want to win a championship, man. You know, I haven't won a championship in this league, and it's something that's up on the list for me. It's the utmost priority, and there's a bunch of guys who are committed for the same cause. So I would say that's next. That's the next big thing, is winning a championship for sure.
Can't do it without a team. Though.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
From the locker room that you're with now, who made you feel? Who's the first person to make you feel welcome? Being that freshie on the block. You
know, to be honest, the first person that reached out was David Villa. You know, so to speak, our biggest name. You know, is reigning MVP of the league. He reached out to me when I got traded to the team and just said, look, anything you need, let me know. You know, anything I can do to help out, just let me know. And that was a big boost for me, and it said a lot. Yeah. But honestly, like, we have a really good group of guys, and, you know, every single one of the guys, you know, brings something different to the team. So, but I would say, like, the guys that I'm probably closest with, like Rodney, obviously. Ugo is a guy. John Sturtzer, we call him Sturtsy. Ben Sweat. Andre Rawls is my roommate on the road, so we're always roommates when we travel. There's plenty of good people on the team, which I'm definitely fortunate to have around me, you know. So,
happy you made it to a good atmosphere, man.
I am too, man. It's been sitting in this chair plenty of times, talking about, you know, not knowing what's next, but knowing whatever it is, just putting 100% into it. And it's one of those things that life is a funny game, you know.
Man, but honestly, Sean, for me knowing you and the time I've known you, you put this energy out here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In order for you to be around a team like that, man, it takes certain type of person. I'm sure they didn't just look at your playing skills, they looked at your history in the locker room and things of that nature. Remain on top of the optimistic list in my book, man.
Yeah, I think optimism is important, man. A lot of times, you know, it's hard to see, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. I guess it's a cliche way to put it, but you know, in down times, it's real easy to kind of just kind of chuck it and say, you know, whatever. Like it is what it is, but I think it's the people around you too. You know what I mean? Like it's the energy. Like every time I come sit in this chair, like we talk about it, and you know, there's always positive energy from you too. And I think surrounding yourself with people like that, positive energy breeds positive energy. I've been one that's never really surrounded myself with negative people, and I feel like it's a big thing. And we talk about that too, a lot. You know, keeping the negativity out. Yes, sir. That'll do.
Welcome back, man.
I'm back. In every sense.
Welcome back, man. Glad you was able to come bless me with your presence, man.
Wow, man. Likewise.